Are we live right now? You can take that back if you want.
Nah, I'm out.
Are you ready for
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. This time coming to you from the little lounge section out here at Barstool Chicago. Still out in Chicago HQ, finishing the podcast for the week. We got our live show coming up on Saturday night. Still a handful of tickets available for the last push. You can get tickets. Go to our social media, and you'll see the link tree with all of our tickets available for Chicago on Saturday night, and also our DC show is already on sale. That's for later in the summer, in the fall rather, September. We also have a meet and greet in Chicago where we have decided to open it up for free. Sales was trying to sell this meet and greet in addition to our tickets. We didn't really know that was happening. It became this whole
I don't know how that happened. We had our sales meeting canceled this week, but I was going into that hot if we kept it.
So that's now been opened up for free. So you can just come and hang out at the Barstool Bar in Chicago. It's on River North. And if you did pay already, you get a refund. Don't worry. So it's just a happy hour. So now you can come to our Barstool Bar, hang out for happy hour, 5:30 to 7:30, Barstool River North. Come kick it with us.
I think there's in the talks too. If you come to the happy hour, you get to sign up for a possibility to have seat upgrades at the show. So if you're coming,
hey, there you go. Put your name in, and you could get bumped up to some of that front row shit. Come see our beautiful faces.
I don't know how that works.
Hey, the internet likes my legs.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was happy about that. I don't think I've ever had the internet like something about me physically.
Why do they like your legs? You got this nice legs?
A picture of me for our 4th of July.
Oh, I noticed that when you're coming out of the fucking subway.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw a lot of people did. So I hate doing modeling shoots for merch. I really, really hate it. Usually because I'm ugly and the internet makes fun of me. But I was walking up the steps of the subway and I see a tweet that says like KFC looking yoked with making the rest of us dads look bad. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, this is a joke. Like I'm going to open it up and look like ugly and then another one came in and said like KFC looks good in shorts, and I find that very, very unsettling. I got another one that said KFC has nice legs, and that like fucks me up. Like people are like their minds are blown. But I looked at it and I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, you got like your quad popping, right?
Yeah, I got a quad, and then the calves look all right. I was like, wow. See, if I use my body, like my legs, I use them, you know, like I don't work out, but when I was younger, I was in shape, and then I just kept using my legs. The rest, if you don't use it, you lose it. I'm cooked, dude. I'm so done. I always used Jerry Ferrara as my North Star because Jerry, we know, was turtle and he was pretty fat, and now he's in great shape. And when we first met, I was like early 30s maybe, and he was 37. And he was like, I was like, you look great. You don't have to worry about that, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 30. He's like, you're good. You've got time. Like, I'm 37. It's like now or never for me because once you get too old, you're in your 40s. Like you're fucked.
Yeah. Well, once you're really gone, you're not gone yet. Once you're really gone, you're gone.
But like he was using 37 as like so it's like shut up and put up time. Yeah. But I think I'm ready. I think that my whole life, when you, if you're going to go on a diet or make a big life change or stop drinking or whatever it is, to use a Seinfeld quote, it's like knocking over a Coke machine.
Yeah.
You got to try it. Okay, I failed. I did it for a week and then I gave up. I did it for a day and then I quit. And then you're finally just like ready to do it. So I've like said I was going to stop, eating like shit for years and years and years now. I said I was going to stop doing all this shit. And now I think I'm actually like, well, I think I can do this now.
Yeah? Moves happening? I'm excited.
Because you know what? I have to move now. And like I always had this thing in my head about get to the end of the Barstool money. Get to the Barstool money. And then we can do, you'll get out of that apartment. You'll get rid of that car. You'll get this house. And then, I was like, I'll have enough money.
I love that. Let's just be miserable for like 6 more years.
It was a long time. It was a long time. But in the grand scheme of things, it's really not, So
I mean, honestly, 6 years in the grand scheme of things is still...
Yeah, it's like a tenth of my life. Yeah, you're right. You know what fucked me up good is I think I'm, this is halfway for me. I think I'll die in mid-70s.
Did someone tweet me yesterday?
So I think I'm on the downside. I think I'm losing, life is ending now.
Someone tweeted me yesterday, you're dead by 40, book it.
Oh, that is so mean.
Like there was no joke, there was no nothing. It was you're dead by 40, book it.
Usually when I get on the internet, that's why I couldn't believe they said nice things about my legs. That is so mean. Dead by 40, book it. I might start saying that to people when I'm trying to be really, really crazy.
And the thing, like I wasn't even offended. Like it made sense. I get it. Like it's not.
But people don't understand, and maybe they're gonna start because they should see it on social media. You work out all the time. You exercise a lot.
I exercise a lot.
You're in good shape.
I get really tired if I don't exercise.
Right. So whatever your motivation is, it makes no sense to me because if I were to go exercise, I just said we're going to the game time Wrigley to see the Cubs, and I was like, I'm so tired, and meaning like I want to go to the game, but this would be a great night to just fucking knock out. And John goes, yeah, I wish I could go work out. I'm like, what? If I went to the gym right now, I'd be even
Nah, you wouldn't. You think that you wouldn't be though.
That is true.
You'd have more energy.
I do also. I am ready to buy into exercising. The endorphins, it's like drugs, it's like you're gonna get high, and it's like I was always like, yeah, right, but like I'm ready to, my body is ready.
Honestly, the only thing that gives me a fighting chance is exercising. Like we talk about the endorphins and stuff like that. Like I mean, like mentally, the only thing that gives me a shot of being okay is if I exercise.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel better about myself, like in the very rare times and very long ago when I did do it. So maybe I'm ready.
Book it should be like your fuck it, let's do it. Like going forward, just whenever you want to do like something dumb.
Book it.
It's like, should we do it?
When you're ready to, when you inevitably kill yourself.
But actually, you know what? That kind of ties into one of the topics I wanted to have today. Where like where I was saying like the only thing that gives me a shot, like the only thing that makes me feel like a little okay is when I exercise, and then not like right afterwards, but just like when I'm regularly exercising, I'm like I'm okay. I'm okay.
That's where you got to get Roman products to really make you feel like you're the best man you can be, because they've got everything from hair to help your hair grow, to help your dick grow. They've got medicines for any sort of ailments and testosterone and all that sort of shit you need to feel and be the best man you can be. Particularly, they can help you solve the problem of premature ejaculation.
That's an important one.
My friend White Sox Dave suffers from greatly. He is notorious for coming so quick. That's his nickname here in Chicago, the guy who comes quick. And even he can benefit from the Roman swipes. You can get why?
Because I just keep one of them right.
He's got it right.
Yeah,
ready at any
time.
You
stay strapped.
Look at that. Keeps that thing on him. Because at any moment,
concealed.
It's easily concealed in your wallet, easy to open, easy to apply, and it makes you fuck better and keeps you, having sex longer in bed, all for just $5 a month when you go to GetRoman.com/KFC. That's GetRoman.com/KFC, and you can get your swipes for $5 a month and be and feel the best you can.
Fuck like Dave. So we
got to specify White Sox.
White Sox.
Like Dave Borno.
So yeah, I got a new tattoo. I got it.
I didn't notice this. Where is this?
I know. I got it 2 weeks ago.
Cloud.
Yes, and it's
in the clouds.
Yes,
yeah, it's perfect.
And it was. You can't like bring up like my new tattoo. Like hey, you like this?
You're right.
So I've been like waiting
for someone to notice.
For you, I've been waiting for you specifically.
Sorry, fuck.
To say something because it's like
so unobservant.
Not because I wanted to tattoo. A funny thing happened with it, but I got it. It's in the clouds. I feel like when you're.
Is it the cloud from the single cover? It looks exactly like that.
Cover. Yeah, and I feel like when you're in probably the only music video you'll ever be in, you get a little tattoo for remembrance of it, and also it's a happy song, so I think it had a nice little juxtaposition with
right next to Sad Boy.
With next to Sad Boy, because we're trying to be happier, folks. But
we're working on it.
But when I got it, it produced one of my most anxiety-ridden days of all time. So
oh my god!
It had the exact opposite effect for what I hoped it would be immediately. in that I got it, and I took a little video, and I sent it to Mark Roberge. And I had a little video, and it started there, and I kind of panned up to me going, my head is always in the clouds, so high, I'm not coming down. And I said, if you ever need someone to fill in for you, clearly I have a great voice, let me know. And I sent that video to Mark probably about 10, 11 a.m. on a Sunday, thinking he'd be like, dude, that's fucking sick. That's so cool.
No response?
No response.
Nothing. Crickets.
Until 9 p.m. I was, dude, all day. I was like, oh my God. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but we know he's an old guy.
I was like, he fucking hates it. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. I'm a stupid.
No.
I was like,
That's your
I'm a stupid person. He
broken
fucking
brain.
hates it. He thinks I'm a loser. This is so fucking dumb. I'm gonna start looking up like places to get tattoos removed. This is so. I was like, I can't believe. I was like, what were you thinking? You didn't even ask him first. You didn't even ask him if you could get a fucking tattoo. Like,
you're crazy.
I was like, what you John? You're a fucking moron.
You are for a different reason.
And then at 9 p.m. he's like, holy shit, dude, that's so fucking sick. And I was like,
his phone was probably dead.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Thank God you said that.
That's fucking funny.
I was fucking like this, bro.
And noose in hand, like ready. just rattle the chair, dude, and I'm gone.
Dude, man. Mark had fucking 10 minutes to get back to me. This was going a solo show.
Funny, man. I know like the feeling you're describing, but Mark, we know, uses the extra large text font. We know that he like doesn't know how to do Instagram. He probably like doesn't even take his phone with him for hours at a time. And there's no way in the world. He loves you. He loves like you being a part of that. Of course he thinks it's awesome. That's a good one. That is a worthy tattoo reason to go get it for sure.
Yeah, and it was I think we're gonna get. He was like, let's get one together. Let's get one together.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna get another tattoo together. But I was panic stricken.
Speaking of anxiety-ridden videos, did you watch Kate go get waxed?
I did not.
Bro.
I helped push it there. I was getting texts from the ZBT crew last night being like, can you help? Like we're at like 10.8, whatever. And because that's why I quote tweeted at one point. So I'd already retweeted it and quote tweeted that thing. So this is my third time doing it. Yeah. And I was like, this is going to come off pretty perverted. But
I want this girl to
for the third time, I request that you fucking follow so Kate can film her getting her pussy wet.
Bro, I actually didn't realize why this was all happening. So I saw it before I saw any of that. And I was like, damn, Kate just decided to put this out there for the world.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool. Because it is...
It was... She said she replied to my tweet last night being like, I did not think we were going to get there.
Yeah.
Clearly we're going to get there.
Yeah, definitely. They blew... I think they went to like 11,000, kept going.
It was over 1,000 in a day.
Yeah. So Kate went into the spa salon and filmed the whole process of her getting her mustache waxed and her bikini wax, and went IG live with it, and it was like watching a snuff film.
Really?
I mean, she's in agony, mentally and physically. I wanted to be like, just stop. It's okay, guys. Like, unsubscribe if you want, but like, just don't make this girl do this. She said, I think someone counted, and I think it's true. She said, "I'm sorry" 35 times. She just kept going, "I'm sorry. It's not me. It's you. It's not you. It's me. I'm sorry. Just ignore me. Because but I mean, the look in her face of just horror and terror, and then it's truly like I actually filmed like just a 30-second clip of it, so you don't, because it's 18 minutes. It's a long fucking video.
Oh, it's actually less than I thought it would be. That's a full wax job, 18 minutes.
Well, the video I think was like 18 minutes, but I don't know when she. Okay. So this was her like.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just ignore me.
We'll have the clip.
Sorry. Still keep my leg like that. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Somebody say something fun to me. Say something fun to me. Oh my God. Somebody say something. Somebody
plays it.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna touch up my grays, Darren.
Fuck you, Darren.
Oh boy. Okay.
The end here is true Steve Carell, though.
Okay, it's not you. She's doing an awesome job. It's me. I have the lowest pain tolerance of anyone of all time. Oh boy.
That one.
Oh, sorry, that's me. I'm sweating.
Dude, she's the best.
All time.
She's the best.
When she was trying to say, somebody say something funny to me, and she was like, somebody say fun thing to me. It was like her brain was truly just all mashed up, and I was like, this girl went to war. And if you asked her right now what she would rather do again, I think she'd go back to Afghanistan. I swear to God, I think she would. And I really do have to give on the one hand, I have to give girls credit for the extent to what they will go through to be, sexy, smooth, and whether they're doing it for girls or for guys or themselves, to go through that is pretty crazy. But secondly, fuck everybody at home. All of you guys, fuck you guys. Because all of this was in the name of just getting subscribers on YouTube. So everything else with Barstool, we say, hey, follow this Twitter account. Boom. 250,000 followers overnight. Follow this Instagram account. 500,000. Follow this TikTok account. Millions upon millions. Follow this YouTube account. No, not until you ravage your vagina, and then you can earn a click from me. It's like, just please click the button, and they won't do it until you have to film yourself on the verge of dying from pain from your pussy getting ripped apart. Just click the fucking buttons over there. God damn it.
I will. I'll piggyback on Kate. I don't know what number it is. Someone think of the number. I'll do a beehole wax. I'll do a live beehole wax.
Are we live right now? You can take that back if you want.
Nah. I'll do a live bee.
It doesn't hurt, says Jackie.
Really?
Your asshole doesn't hurt.
It's like, no, there's not a main intervention. Like, it's not hurt that much as like a normal.
Maybe your asshole's dead, Jackie. I guess, I can understand, like, your fucking pussy lips being worse than your asshole. Yeah, I do get that.
Yeah.
So John is just looking for an excuse to get his asshole waxed. It's like Rudy with the frosted tips.
No.
I guess I'll get that nice and clean.
I've been planning on doing it for a long time, strictly for the story. I want to tell the story.
Will you get on your hands and knees to do it?
No, I think you.
You go legs up, Jackie?
Go back, right?
Yeah.
You go back. Yeah, no, I'll go back.
Is there any version?
I'll bring these always on your ears.
I think it would be really funny if you were like face down, ass up.
I take my shirt off first.
Do you remember when we had Bobby Kelly on the show, and he was talking about like getting your ass eaten or something like that, and he was like, taste it. It's embedded in my mind. It fucks with me. It haunts me. I'm gonna find this clip just so you're haunted like I am. I think that's gotta be weird. For. Like, you got your dick, you got like your dick in.
I'm like, don't worry about the varicose vein.
But also, unless you're,
I gotta hold my sack up, right?
Unless you're all the way back and gravity is pulling your dick and balls back, you gotta lift your sack.
Yeah, I'm definitely lifting my sack for sure. Fucking.
All right, well, go check it out for me. You can be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like
I like that. That's something. I've honestly been thinking about.
Have you ever shaved your ass?
No, I don't.
You just pour with sweat afterwards. It's very weird.
What?
Yeah, very sweaty after. It's disgusting. I don't know what that's about.
We're at 135 right now, so.
135,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
What do you want your thing to be?
140.
140. We're gonna start losing subscribers.
I was like 150. Oh no.
Back down to 130 at the end of this. Like, nobody wants to see this.
I honestly started thinking about doing it when this was a short-lived thing, but when I was doing that thing where like we have Fridays off and I would try and do something new and unique on Friday so I could write about it. This was one of the first things I thought of because it's true torture to this too because I will be so uncomfortable. I actually have a very high pain tolerance. It sounds like it doesn't hurt at all anyway, but I have quite a high pain tolerance, so I was not ever concerned with that. I was concerned with my awkward tolerance. That is super low.
I think oddly enough, the girl even said, she's like, I've seen it all. Like you will actually probably be like a pleasant surprise. I bet you when those girls see a man actually probably not because there's a lot of like pretty gay guys.
Yeah.
But you'll be like, I thought you were going to be disgusting.
Right.
And you hate to be mean, but like there's probably plenty of bigger and grosser women that come through where when like a young hot girl comes in, they're probably like, yes. I just want to call Kate real quick and tell her that you're picking up the torch for to get a wax. You volunteer to film it? The horror that was in her face. I feel like she'll appreciate someone else. She's obviously not picking up. But you know what? That's part of us being, a number one feminist podcast.
Yeah. I got my girls back.
And that also counts as the troops.
Yeah.
2-for-1 special whenever you do something for Kate. There she is. Kate, what's up, girl?
What's up, dude?
We are doing we're doing KFC Radio. We just talked about your video from today, and and we are. John said, in your honor, he's gonna go get his asshole waxed if we get to a milestone on our YouTube subscribers.
I'm piggybacking off you.
Yeah, piggybacking.
I'm piggybacking off you.
I don't take this the wrong way, but the way that you eat, I feel like your asshole is like a grizzled veteran.
Dude.
Your asshole's like smoking a cigarette. I'm like, what's this old thing? Try me.
Dude, I didn't know how to say it when we were talking about it because I didn't want it to become a homophobic joke. But I was gonna say my asshole's taking a beating.
You're eating meatball lollipops at 9 a.m. There's no hair left down there anyway. All the trees are dead.
Dude, I eat dive bar oysters. That thing is.
You are disgusting.
I do have a skin tag I've been meaning to get looked at anyway.
Come on. Jesus Christ, you're disgusting.
I will say, we did a Chaps and Kate show once where we asked waxers to call in, and they said, guys, do get it done. And their biggest thing, they would come in with like dingleberries and stuff.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just rude.
That's
clean.
insane.
You got to give it a once over before someone goes in there. Come on.
That's insane, dude. Oh.
Just be polite. Make sure.
Yeah, make sure you clean it up.
I'll shower up first. Yeah.
Well, thank you for basically filming snuff film for us because it was very entertaining.
Sure thing. I'm feeling it. My son, when I got home, he came up and he just. Yeah.
There he is. What's up, Cash?
What's up, Cash?
Cash money.
Buddy, not today. So. All right.
All right, get back to the little one. Bye-bye. That is so fucking a grizzled veteran.
Yeah.
Thought of your asshole smoking a cigarette. It's very funny. Okay, we got a couple other things to talk about. One of my kids is dumb, and the other kid is a psychopath.
Yeah.
So I've got some parenting to do. I'll be honest. Up until this point, it's been smooth sailing.
I was gonna say
It's been very easy.
Like time to clock in.
Yes, now it's time to do some work. It's going to be stressful, so I'm going to need my 3G. Shay absolutely bombed her standardized testing, which I think I mentioned on one of the shows. She was in the 47th percentile. Bombed. So she's a dummy.
Yeah,
she's a big fat dummy.
She's not good at tests.
Yeah. She's not good under pressure. She's
bad
extra
test
time. I'm a
taker.
bad test.
One of the all-time-
the best.
The all-time
I'm a bad test taker. No, you're dumb.
You know that thing we use to measure intelligence?
I'm bad at it.
I'm bad at it. But it's nothing to do with my intelligence.
That's like one time I was in a job interview, and it was for a trading position, and they said to me, "What's 36 times 47?" And to see if I could do quick mental math, right? And there's the way you're supposed to do it is like, what's 30 times 40? That's easier to do, right? 120, and then you do 6 times 7, that's 42, and you can add it all together, whatever. Yeah. There's these little tricks to do, little mental math, right? So I said to them in the middle of it, I was like, oh, hang on one second. I'm just not good at mental math. Hang on. It's like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here. It's like, yeah, we're trying to test you, and you're doing bad at it. You're dumb. But she's actually not.
Sorry,
I was laughing about it. First of all, she's in kindergarten, so it's like, she probably didn't even understand what she was doing. Second of all, she's almost like too smart for her own good. So I was like joking about how she's dumb. Keegan, on the other hand, I'm going to have to FaceTime someone else again. I'm going to have to talk to my podfather, Clem, on this one. Keegan found a dead mouse in the basement. picked it up, ran up to the kitchen, and threw it on the counter to show our nanny.
Like a cat.
Like a cat. Like, look what I found.
Look what I got for you.
I'm hoping you didn't kill it. I'm hoping that he found it dead and didn't find it alive.
Yeah, there's no
way to tell, really.
No proof that he didn't break its neck.
I need to get like one of those Ring cameras and see if they were pointed in the basement. Yeah, it could very well have been him. He might have bit it for all I know. Which is he's a weird kid. He's usually he likes to wash his hands, and like he's a little OCD about making sure everything. He's always like, "Can you comb my hair?" It's very funny.
Yeah.
Can you put gel in it for me? It's very cute, actually. It's like, does it look good? But he brought the fucking dead mouse up, and I was like, that kid is gonna like be a murderer.
Dude, I don't know, man. He's
weird dead animal stuff is literally
yeah. No, it's what
hallmark of like a psychopath.
The triumvirate of evil, I think it is. The triad. The triad of evil.
What is it? Harming animals.
Yeah, it's animals,
children.
I think it's bedwetting. I think it's in there.
Bedwetting. Yeah.
Real quick.
You know what? I think that's a chicken and the egg thing. I think it's like, God damn it, I'm in 8th grade and I'm still pissing the bed. I'm gonna kill somebody. You know what I mean? Like, how does being crazy mean you piss the bed a lot? I think it's more like the bed pissing makes you crazy.
Triad of evil.
Never heard of this.
It is
a clinical thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I learned about it in Criminal Minds. It's a term that refers to the analysis of the causes of pathological behavior of serial killers. It includes persistent bedwetting past a certain age, obsession with fire setting, and the need for destruction and cruelty to animals.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that this is just that he found it and was curious.
What's his bed situation?
Not great. I'll be honest.
I think he's still a little young for that one.
I mean, fire's not fair. Playing with fire is fun.
Yeah, that feels like a catch-all to try to make a lot of psychiatrists. That's a trick to get psychologists.
I completely disagrry. I never played with fire.
Really?
I mean, it's not that it's not fun. Like
fireworks and firecrackers and stuff.
I enjoy lighting a lighter, but I never had a obsession with fire. You also kill little animals. You're just fucking making excuses. Didn't you kill little animals?
No.
Nick, are you lying to us?
I feel like you got a body count.
No, I loved animals to the point that my family was like, you should be a vet.
Really?
That sounds like a guy's overcompensating for his dead animal. That to me reads like
a bird with a rock once, and I felt bad and told it to a priest.
Pussy. I feel like psychologists made that up because they're like, what are the 3 things that reckless kids do? I don't know. All of them pee the bed. This one likes to play with matches and shit. And what was it?
I think it's a little more than playing with matches.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like these are not the extremes of all these things. But I bet you there are parents who are like, oh, he picked up the dead mouse. He might be crazy. We need to fucking send him to a psychologist.
Yeah.
He peed the bed. He's past the age of 3. He peed the bed. We need to. That's a problem.
Right.
But anyway, I was like, oh no, Keegan's gonna be an absolute psychopath. But again, I'm joking because he's 4. To which one of my esteemed coworkers, Michael, what's his last name? Pavanelli. Said, oh yeah, well, one time I massacred a frog outside of school, not even in science class.
Come to this one.
I was like, what?
Yeah, so I went to private school, and I was jealous of all the public school kids that I was friends with because they got to dissect a frog.
What an odd thing to be jealous of. Because I went to private school, and I was like, my friends should be jealous of me that I don't have to dissect stuff.
I never did a frog. I know that is
I never dissected a fucking.
I know that is in the movies and the TV shows you dissect a frog. I dissected. We did owl pellets. Did you ever do those?
What?
Owl pellets is I think it's like a fur ball for owls, and they have little bones in it. So it's like a little fur ball almost, and you kind of pick through the hair and shit, and you can find these little bones of I think mice and shit. It's disgusting. And then we dissected earthworms, but monster big boy earthworms, not just a little brown one. It's a long white one that smelled like shit. But I never did a frog, a typical frog where their legs and arms are splayed out,
Yeah.
But I guess these kids were doing it. Pavs was jealous, so he just took it upon himself.
Yeah, I just found it in my pool one day and was just like, I want to pull that shit out. and I brought out a like kitchen plastic knife, and I just
Plastic knife?
How did you pin it down?
it was already dead.
Oh, okay.
So I pulled it out. I'm like 10 at the time.
I see.
And
10. I said I don't know if that's worse or better. Like he's 10.
Wait, by the way, this frog drowned in the pool?
drown in the pool. Yeah.
Kind of sounds
That
like
happens. I don't know why.
Sounds
It's
like
weird.
he's pretty shitty at being
Yeah,
a frog.
you would think that. Like it's like what the fuck?
Maybe that's why you didn't have lily pads.
Yeah,
Well,
they're-
we have frogs that just chill on like the ladder to get out of the pool. Chill
Yeah,
on the
I
first
think
step.
they're not supposed to be in it like the whole time. They probably drown. They probably.
Yeah. Oh, I guess because they're not ambidextrous, but they're both right. Amphibious.
Yeah,
But
like,
probably cool pool water the poisons. You
that's
can't-
probably not good too. But also, it's like we can swim, but like if you stuck in water forever, you would drown.
True,
you
true,
know?
true.
So he finds the frog, gets a kitchen knife, slices it up, and you were like covered in frog guts and shit, right?
Yeah, and like I brought out some plastic bags
He put all the
with
parts.
like the different parts, and then my parents found out, and then they're
Yeah, what, you stashed it somewhere?
I left it out.
Okay.
This shit's gonna smell, so I left it out. Hopefully, I'll get back to it tomorrow.
I'll get rid of the body. Classic mistake. You gotta get rid of the body right away.
Yeah.
And then they found it like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, that is one of those things. If I found like a bloody knife, Ziploc bags, and parts of an animal, I'd be like, what is going on here?
Everything that you just said about what was it, the dark triad?
Yeah, you did all that?
All that.
You pissed the bed?
Bed till real late.
How are we talking?
12,
Like
11.
regularly bedwetting.
No, like I just would piss the bed in my sleep. That's what.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have said that in front of Jackie. that one's in the holster ready to go. Oh yeah, bed piss.
All right, P boy.
Yeah, did you piss the bed last night? You're like 5 years removed from pissing the bed. Maybe he's gonna shoot us up.
I mean, I feel like I turned out. So here's the thing: I went to a school with like 30 people in it from kindergarten till 8th grade.
Oh, one of those
Like a
weird
weird
kids.
Well, like,
yeah.
you went to a schoolhouse.
No, like it was like only 30 people in my grade.
Yeah, I know schools like that. Like we all went to the main public school.
Yeah.
And then there was like we had one church that also
Yeah.
kind of had a school, but it was just like small classes, and they all just go with like so you know everybody in your
Yeah,
class.
exactly. And only
yeah.
like 20, 30 people your whole life. I was a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, it's a very sheltered life where it's just like you know everybody's name.
Yeah.
That's fucking bizarre. And then you're out here killing animals. You fucking psycho. Let's just hope you're the exception to the rule. You know what I mean? Christ Almighty. So let's get into Am I the Asshole? Am I the Asshole today is brought to you by Curve. You want to toss me that card, Zach? The Curve card is big in the UK, which is how you know. Did it go under?
That was happening.
The Curve card is big in the UK, and that's how you know it's going to take over in America. I was telling the story earlier. A girl I used to date when we were much younger, her family worked for UNICEF, so she was like kind of from all over the world. They traveled a lot and lived in a lot of different countries, and they were from Scotland, so they had a lot of like ties in the UK. And so a lot of her family members and whatnot were texting before we texted in America.
Yeah.
So she's telling me about text messages, and I was like, yeah, okay. That's not catching on here.
Sorry, we have jobs here. We make phone calls. Thank you.
I was like, this will never catch on in America. You're going to sit there and click, 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 click. Yeah, right. This is a fad and will never be a big deal. Whoops.
Yeah, missed the boat on that.
So that's how you know, though, if the UK is doing it, it's next up here in America. This is the Curve card. What it is a payment card where you can put your debit card and your credit card, all your other cards into this. Then you give this at the restaurant, you swipe it, whatever you want to do. You can assign where you want to put it. Oh, I want to put this much money on my debit card. I'll put this much money on my credit card. You also can earn cash back and points from Curve, and it doesn't affect any of your cash back and points from your other cards, so you can get extra. It is, like I said, coming to America now. So you can go to curve.com/barstool, and you can get on the wait list to make sure you get yours. And also, you just need to go out wearing, with this, a big Costanza wallet. You don't have to worry about, oh, did I bring my debit card? Did I bring my credit card? Bam, bingo, bango, bongo. And it's it's kind of like a thick one. It's like a metal one almost.
Yeah,
and it's a black card. Black card plays. It's cool. So that's all
you drop
need.
this at a date.
Yeah, big time.
I'm into you.
Big time. So go to curve.com/barstool and you can get on the wait list today. Am I the asshole? This guy's prostate is fucked. Heidelberg pisses like none other. So, you're an asshole if you don't have a curve card, if you're not on the wait list to get the curve card. Here we go. Am I the asshole for organizing a quote-unquote hoe union of girls for my college? This, I think, is ingenious, and I don't think anybody can really knock this, but let's, see, there's always two sides to every story here. Hang on a second. Did the person who fucking... I'm blocked by the bitch who posted this? Fuck you, Jen. Suck my dick, Jen. Fuck off. I can read it through the text message, but it's just bullshit. Haha, I can still see your texts, your tweets, you bitch. Okay, so I know this sounds silly as hell, but I seriously got some people angry with me. I'm in a college organization that is also big on partying. I mean, I'm assuming that's a sorority. It can be fun, but also sadly, it can be risky. Most of my friends and I have had bad experiences. And kind of as a joke, I said to my friends that we should unionize, but they were 100% in on the idea. So we started a hoe union. We drew up a list saying we collectively skip or leave any party that I feel like this is like a Bill of Rights. Like, we, the founding fathers, the founding daughters and mothers of the hoe union, we collectively stand up and say we will leave or skip any party that let in or was hosted by a person who had sexually harassed us or anyone else. That we will skip any party that didn't let any girls mix their own drinks or pick out their own beers. We will skip any party that was racist, homophobic, fatphobic / otherwise bigoted about who they let in or were respectful to at the party. We will skip any party that tried to enforce a ratio of guys to girls, and if the hosts had a reputation for pushing freshmen or inexperienced drinkers to drink heavily. So the six of us stuck to it. This is fucking Benjamin Franklin out here, Jackie. This is the founding fathers of being safe hoes. When we go to parties and shit, we'd send a group message and all of us would just leave or go to another party or someone else's apartment. I can't read the rest of it. Does she talk about how she got, people got mad at her?
Yeah.
So go to like the second page.
It's long. It's 4 pages. I can do it. I'm not blocked.
Fuck you, Jen. The fuck is that? How do you fucking follow Feidelberg, but not me? We're both the same level of scumbag.
And we also told other girls about the party, about why we were leaving and where we were going, and often had a lot more girls leave with us. The group chat grew from 7 of us to 36. Pretty much every girl in our social sphere was in it or knew of it. With all of us sharing info, we ended up going to parties that were much more chill. It wasn't strict or anything. Like, if someone in the group said we were leaving, it didn't mean anyone was forced to go. But most everyone would leave anyway, because when practically every other girl leaves, you leave. But as quick as the chat grew, word that I'd organized it grew too. First, it was a couple of guys from frats pissed that their houses were no-goes for us. I told them I don't make the decision. It's not a centralized thing. But then the school administration got involved. I was called to talk to a guidance counselor, and she said that someone had reported that I was leading a group that ostracized people. She said that there is a list of that's a wild thing. Like,
so the guys turned it.
We're not going to a party where people have been raped. You're ostracizing people.
I mean, give me a fucking break.
She said that there was a list of people who, if they came to an event, I'd organize it so every woman left. I said that there's not any list, just a group chat where people have occasionally said that someone harassed them or a party didn't seem safe, and then people in that group chat personally decided not to go. But I'm not like coordinating things. It's just the same as when one girl in a friend group said that guy or that frat isn't cool to drink around, and the rest of the group naturally isn't going to want to party with them anymore. She said it wasn't a friend group. She was aware we'd called a hoe union and had rules. I said it was literally made up of friends and there aren't any rules that enforce. It's all voluntary. I then got frustrated and asked why she thought it was appropriate to involve herself in a private conversation that happened outside of school and campus, and left. Am I the asshole for making that group chat? Huh? Okay.
I think, as told, this is fine. Like, you're not the asshole. I do wonder, though, just much like the Me Too movement, where it was like the real stories should be, respected and are are legitimate and all that, but some people took that shit, to the extreme and used it to, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and used it to, target guys or whatever. Like, I could see some scenario where if there was a frat or a group of guys that were being painted as like assault or rapists or something, when it was like a bunch of girls, nothing really happened, but the girl said, fuck it, we're leaving, and 36 girls get up and say it's not safe to party here, all because like one girl got mad at one guy or something like that. Like, I could see if it spiraled out of control to the point where it was like other people were being painted as a fucking rapist over this. I could be like, whoa.
Yeah, but I mean,
the basic rules of what we're saying.
But that's also,
here.
I mean, like, this sounds weird. Like, that's also like almost part of being in a frat. Like, you're a frat boy, like you're called a rapist. Like, that is
you're signing up for that.
Like literally, you are. Like, that's
yeah. It's like being a Philly sports fan. You're a scumbag. And even if you're not, you are.
It's the running joke. It's one of those things. It's a running joke for a reason. A lot of frat guys have assaulted women, but like. Like when I was in a frat and I would tell people in a frat, they'd be like, "Oh, like so you like date rape girls?"
Yeah.
Like
no, I don't, but I get why you're saying.
Like I understand.
Yeah.
Like it's people have done it. You're right. Like
right.
It's fucked up, and I wouldn't be like, "How fucking dare you?"
Sure. Yeah, I would imagine this is probably like the lead. What do they call it? The charter or whatever of a frat, who is like, you're giving our frat a bad name. I'm going to complain to the fucking.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the person who complains about this is the biggest fucking loser alive.
Yeah.
But also, like, even this. It almost feels like you think you did something a lot bigger than you did.
Yeah.
Like you as a group decide you're not going to go to shitty parties. Congratulations.
Yeah. Like you should have been doing that.
And also, like, I think she in the reading she seems to understand it was fun.
I do understand the need for a union for that, though, because you're oversimplifying it in the sense of like, if one girl is uncomfortable and she's like, I want to leave, but all my friends are going to stay. There's no other parties to go to, so it's either have no social life or be uncomfortable. And in this case, they're like, we'll all leave with you. I think there is actually like a need to.
Yeah, but like also if you just talk for like yeah, they throw the worst parties. You're like, okay, let's not go there.
Yeah.
Right. Like it does seem like it wasn't started like
it started as a joke.
Yeah, it started like a little fun thing, and that's.
But then it becomes like, wait a minute, this is actually pretty useful.
Right. But like, I mean, there are plenty of people like when you're going to parties in college, like you want to go to so and so's house, like, nah, dude, he's fucking weird with girls.
Yeah,
I'm not. Like that place sucks.
That's what they used to say about you.
I was in a frat. That's exactly what they said about me.
All right, second one here. This one is fucked. This is not even really an Am I the Asshole? This comes from the Reddit chips. But it's like, what is even the point? You should just be done and move on. Me, male 24, girlfriend, female 22, girlfriend of 4 years, released my dog while I was on a 1-week business trip in Europe. On the 5th day of my business trip.
Released?
On the 5th day of my business trip, my girlfriend called me saying someone opened the yard gate and my dog ran away. I was devastated as I had the dog for 5 years since he was a puppy. I was so in shock and upset, and I've had more than one person ask me if something was up because I couldn't stop thinking about my dog and looking depressed. I asked my girlfriend to put up lost dog signs with his picture and a $3,000 reward. When I came back, my dog was still gone, and I was thinking he was dead the whole time. 2 days after I came back, I get a call saying they found my dog, and I was very excited, and my girlfriend said she was happy too, but I knew something was up when the vet that called me was 50 miles away. I drove up with my girlfriend, and the vet said some old lady and her son found my dog on a trail and brought it to the vet. On the ride back, I was very suspicious of my girlfriend and accused her of releasing my dog. And she kept saying that she didn't and that some people probably stole it and released it. She eventually starts crying and admits to driving up and releasing my dog. I'm angry at her and tell her what she did was cruel, and I said I'm probably going to break up with her because she could have gotten my dog killed, especially because it's a Shiba Inu and looks like a coyote. She then accuses me of giving the dog too much attention and not her. but I tell her that if it was such a problem, she was free to leave without releasing my dog. I dropped her off and drove straight to a hotel that allows dogs with my dog and stopped responding to my girlfriend, even though she keeps blowing up my phone and is trying to call me. I'm too much in shock right now to make any rational decisions at this point for someone I loved for 4 years and betrayed me so terribly. First off, I agree. Releasing is a strange term that they used about 55 times.
Yeah.
And I guess it means that she didn't just like open the gate and let him run out. She brought it somewhere and abandoned is the word.
Abandoned, yeah.
Abandoned is the word.
I'll say this. Until it got to the trail situation, I might have been on her side. Not on her side. But if you have a dog for 5 years and that dog wants to run away, you might not be the best owner.
That is a true story.
If you've had a dog for 5 years and the dog like sees it open, he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like maybe that dog deserved to get the fuck out of there. Maybe good for that dog for fucking getting what's right and what's deserved to him. That's why dogs that run away, I'm okay with the dog.
Dude,
you go make your own decisions, bro.
Duncan used to run. And I remember being like, yeah, this is not great. I feel you, dog. Take me with you. Can I come too? Where are you hiding?
I feel like once you've had a dog for like, I don't know. I'm not going to put a year on it, but like for a period of time, you should be able to like walk them without a leash. Obviously,
no, that's not true.
Not in like fucking cities and things like that. But like, you feel like let's go for a walk, dude. And like they might run off for a second and they come back because they like you because you're a good owner.
Duncan is 9 now, and it took until he was like 7 for us to like, if he runs away now, he comes right back. Like, not like he's just a goofy dog and like we'll just be like follow a butterfly to the end of the fucking earth. You know what I mean? But I mean, let me say loud and clear, a girl who's like, you give the dog more attention than me, I'm basically going to kill it.
The killing it is
you're not the one murdering it, but for all intents and purposes, that person's never going to see their dog again. I'm removing it from your life.
This is an immediate breakup.
Yeah,
I might break up with her.
My favorite part. I'm telling her I think I might, and he goes to the hotel.
Yeah,
that bitch gets kicked out. I'm going to drive you up a dark trail and kick you out of the fucking car. I mean, that's insane.
But I also do. I get her. I mean, obviously her actions are unforgivable. I understand her emotion where it's like, because I imagine this dude is very weird with his dog. Like this guy
is weird in general.
He is not free and clear. I imagine he is like, it's like hey, you ever dated a girl who like she's like, I'm a dog mom.
You think he's fucking this dog?
No, I don't think he's fucking a dog. I think he's kissing the dog a lot.
Yeah,
and
I bet you it's things like he sleeps in the bed with him and like does get weird amounts of attention.
Yeah, it's like a girl who is like, I'm a dog mom, and like and it's like, all right, like it's not that I'm not jealous of the dog. It's just you're weird with this dog. It is. There's a proper there's dog decorum.
Is Eddie here or did he go? Okay.
And you have to have a certain amount of like. You can't just treat a dog like a human baby.
It's the same thing about anything in general. Like
I honestly don't think you should treat human babies like babies. It's like it's fucking weird. It's so weird. You talk to me. I don't know. That shit creeps me out, dude.
When you talk to a baby.
Yeah, and like I don't know. I think I'm gonna make a stance right here on KFC Radio. I think human babies are coddled way too much, and. I think we babies far too much. They're fucking adults.
Their names are babies.
Yeah, but that's because we gave it to them because we wanted to start baby.
Well, I do agree that it's bullshit that every other creature on Earth, the mom shits the kid out, and by like 4 p.m. the same day, they're hunting their own fucking young. You know, like that's bullshit. But serious but coming here. This is the reality, and if you don't coddle human babies, they die.
Nah, I don't know about that. How many times have living babies been found in dumpsters? All the time.
Jesus Christ. How many times have dead babies been found in dumpsters? You gotta tell me that baby
all the time. You gotta been coddled? He was thrown in the dumpster and he fucking survived. So don't come to me with, you gotta hold it right. You know, hold its head up. No, he's fucking fine in a pile of trash. He'll be all right with me too.
There is some truth to what you're saying. And one of the things that gave me a lot of confidence and helped with like my anxiety about fatherhood was I don't know, I've referenced this before. It's a documentary I've never seen. So
read the synopsis.
Enormous grain of salt. Somebody told me about it, but there is this. There's a documentary about this like neighborhood, basically, of homeless people in South America, where they like literally are trash people. They are just like living outside in the wild, and they eat trash and live like in trash because that's all they can do and all they have. And like those kids are alive.
Yeah,
you know. And so if those kids can survive, like your kid missing, you know, ballet, getting shut out of like ballet signups is not going to be the end of the world.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
so there is some truth to that. Also, on the flip side,
with their fucking infants.
On the flip side, if you like don't feed your baby, they will die.
I mean, I'm not saying don't feed it. I'm saying just don't fucking. You fucking treat it like an adult.
So like
okay?
the baby.
I don't like anything.
You should be like.
I get creeped out by anything being like babied or like. I don't know, all that shit.
That's because you were molested. That's because when you were a baby, you were sexually assaulted. That's because, you know, your teacher, your babysitter was like, ooh, Johnny, come here. Let me touch your ball sack. Like, so you're saying I should walk in and be like, good afternoon, Keegan. How are you? Would you like a bottle of milk?
No, what's up, bro?
Hi, what up, though?
Hey, dude. What the fuck is going on? You want to play some Tony Hawk, bro?
I do have a handshake with Shay that is very funny because now we kind of do it casually enough. It's just an easy like boom, boom, dap, snap, and point. And she can do it now. And but like in the beginning I was like, yo, let's do it. Like it's a thing. But now like I'll walk in the room and be like very funny. But yeah, like so yeah, treat your bro like treat your kid like he's a bro, man.
They're your bros, man.
Moms and daughters, you could be in the whole union. You know.
But yeah, this dude is obviously not the asshole this woman obviously has to be broken up with but he's a fucking pervert.
But boy, this bitch is tough.
I mean, this should be part of the triad.
Yes, I mean, to open a door and the puppy's like, and like you just close the door and like that is sick, bro.
It's truly deranged.
Fucked up. Voicemails brought to you by eBay. Ever heard of them?
Electronic Bay.
Bay.
Oh yeah.
One of the most important websites of all time, hands down, bar none. And I feel like there was a time where sneakerheads really used eBay to buy kicks. I know that I did. And then a couple apps get in the way and people forget about how fucking dope eBay is when it comes to buying and selling sneakers. You get the authenticity guaranteed and you're buying the real deal shoes. They can either be dead stock, meaning that they are all fresh, real, never worn, or you can find some classics that are no longer on sale, haven't been retroed or re-released by Nike and Adidas, where it's like, you know, I have these pair of Yeezys that I've only worn twice. You can get them at a discount. So you can find collectibles. You can find shoes that are no longer available on the primary market. You can even buy the fake ones that are good fakes. They're just, you know, they don't have the authenticity because there's that. So anybody trying to look to make that sneaker collection grow, eBay has got you covered. Like I said, with that authenticity, you can do the buy it now or the auction, whichever one you're into. It comes with the box and everything guaranteed as long as you find the proper sellers. And that's what the fun of it is finding the right sellers, finding the right pairs, finding your size. It's kind of like a little treasure hunting. Yeah, pawn stars and all that. So eBay sneakers, authenticity guaranteed. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be selling some of my sneakers. I got to move out of my apartment. I have hundreds of sneakers that I don't want anymore and that I don't want to move with me. So I will give you my eBay username next episode once I'm ready to do this, and we can buy and sell some sneakers. So if you've ever seen my collection and you want to get down with that, you're my size, mostly 10.5, we can do that. eBay, guaranteed authenticity, guaranteed to find your collectibles.
What's up, KFC? Fights, Bean Girl. It is the child that looks 40, according to Feidelberg. So I just got back from the grocery store, and it kind of sparked a question, which is how long, if food didn't expire and you could never leave, how long do you think you could survive in a grocery store? Like not like a Walmart,
shout out to the 26,
or a Costco or something like that, but like a Publix, or a Kroger or something like that, whatever the Northeast equivalent is to a Publix. At first I was thinking like, oh, you can last forever. You've got everything you need. But when you think about it, a lot of the aisles in there are just toiletries or different types of water or what. I guess water would be helpful to live. But like toiletries or mouthwash or soaps, that kind of thing, that takes up a lot of the store.
Well, it's absolutely essential to living.
How long you think you guys could live? And I was also re-listening to the episode where you guys go over New Year's resolutions, and I was just wondering if Jackie has done any. How much more drugs has she done? Has she finally gotten into cocaine
fucking
like she
psycho.
wanted?
Good. That's a good question. Because I mean, we actually are at the end of Q1. Q2 is beginning. Right? End of Q2.
It is a good question, but it's a little funny to be like, "Hey, that girl on your show, ask her how many drugs."
Yeah.
she's doing."
How much coke you done?
Hey, bean girl.
0.
No coke. But how many times have you been offered?
Still maybe 3.
That's not
3.
enough.
I know.
3.
How many times have you gone out? Dozens.
Yeah.
You should get there should be a 1-to-1 ratio. Every time you go out, you should get offered coke. You don't have to do it, but you should get offered
I
it.
think people think I'm like too classy.
Oh, is that it?
Is that what you think?
Is that it while you're wandering through the village drunk in the rain?
What makes you think that?
Why are you so classy, girl?
I just
With your dirty shoes.
yeah, it's not important. I just, you know.
All right. So that was a bad defense.
I know. I just because then I was like, I have to go to the mic. I don't know where the mic is, and then I have to edit this. And
Well, it's nice that you decided just now to go here.
okay.
Look at that. We have a microphone for you. It took 2 seconds. Why would you think that people would think you're too classy?
Because I think I just give off the vibe that's like I don't want to like this girl. I don't want to. What's it called?
I don't know. What are you trying to say? Got to give me something.
She seems so innocent.
Oh.
And I don't want to like be the one to corrupt her.
Got
So I think that people don't offer it to me because they just think that I'm like such a sweet little angel, and they don't, because I give up.
Self-awareness is an important thing.
Well, she had the self-awareness to be stupid.
Yeah, it's like
Stupid.
it is. It's interesting how we view ourselves, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think that I don't get offered
that
coke?
can be
Why do
from
you think
reality.
that I don't get offered coke?
I mean, there might be like you don't put off the vibe. I don't think it's because you're an angel.
Or I think people are honestly like, she doesn't need.
Are you shit-faced all the time?
No. I've been going through a little bit of a phase.
I think you're the funny girl. I think you're the funny drunk girl in the crew. Like we've seen it before. The videos of her, like, I don't know, jumping over things. Like she's shit faced. Like, hey guys, you think I can jump over that cone? Whereas like coke girls are like, I'm sidling up to the rich douchebag bro, flirting with him to get his drugs. Like, where's Jackie? Oh, she's like seeing how many fucking like pretzels she can stuff in her mouth. You know what I mean?
Literally nobody knows where I am the whole night.
Yes.
I can't figure. I cannot figure
You're just
out.
not around like anybody when they're fucking.
Yeah, they have to. But my friends like have like a protocol where they have to like check on me every.
Find Jackie. Yeah, because you're like what? You're talking to some rando, or you're like, yeah.
Sleep.
Are you forced to have your shared location?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You need a leash. They gotta have a leash on you. An adult leash.
That would look kinky though. That would.
That might help you some coke.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'll find a girl with a leash. Let's get this girl some coke. Okay, so this is a question that should go out to the 1.6, the new people.
Well, this is the opposite. It's not
right.
the same.
Our thing, the original answer to the internet was how quickly could you eat everything in a grocery store? And I remember people being like 2 weeks. It's like,
yeah, I mean,
it would take years.
Probably a lifetime. I was
Also,
gonna say I could live forever.
It's not being restocked. Are we talking about restock?
No.
So is he saying you go in right now, close the doors, that's it?
Yeah, I mean, I could live until I die of natural causes.
At 40.
Book it. Easily. The later years, I'm not gonna be eating the best stuff. But there's enough food in there for me to survive.
And he said, don't count expiration dates.
Yeah,
so that's
right.
so all of the meat, all of the poultry, and then you have
the meat. You're gonna go vegetarian pretty quick.
Yes, I was gonna say. So that's the thing. You can survive, but you'll go through all of the meat if it's just what's ever in the case. Like you don't get like the back room.
Yeah,
just whatever's out. That's like a month.
No. You got a good year or two.
I mean, I guess it also depends. Like, I have like a kind of a small like local grocery store that kind of has like.
No, he's saying like a Kroger, like a fucking Publix.
Okay, but even that,
these
like,
are massive.
you go get some burgers. There's like a few rows of them, and that's it.
Yeah. No, like
think about like a 4-pack of burger patties, right? You have a couple burgers for a meal. So let's say you get 2 meals out of like one of those packs, and there's like 40 of those packs, like 80 meals is like.
But there's a lot more meat aside from burgers.
Yes, but I'm saying, okay, so like that's like a month or 2 worth of burgers. There's a month or 2 worth of steaks, a month or 2, and then like, all right, so 6 months in, you've gone through your burgers, your steaks, and your chicken.
I think 2 years. I think you have 2 years worth of meat.
Okay, that's fair.
But if you go because you got all the deli meats. So that, so you can do those for lunches and things like that.
Yep.
So the meat freezer, what we're talking about, that's just your dinners. So you probably got a good 2 years of that.
Yeah.
And then you can do cereal, eggs for breakfast. I don't know, whatever. I'm not a big breakfast guy, but the
you have cereal for a while. You have pasta for a long time.
You get all of them.
Tons of pasta, and you have a ton of canned goods.
Yeah,
where you can also get some meat, stews and stuff like that.
Right.
So you get some protein there, a lot of beans and all that kind of shit.
You get a lot of frozen meats too, though.
Ton of the frozen,
lean cuisines and shit like that. For Hungry Man
meals. You got to think there's probably 500 meals, like frozen meals in there,
at
right?
least. Yeah,
that's 500 meals. Divide by 3. That's like roughly.
You actually might have
75 meals.
Again, it might not be a fucking fillet you're cooking up for yourself, but I think you have a good amount of what do you call it? I think you can probably eat meat for your whole life, actually.
Your whole life?
I think so.
Like multiple decades?
Yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe not a whole life,
dude, no.
But you can eat it for a long time.
Meat
with all the frozen foods.
No, I just
with all the fucking steaks.
I think you're gonna end up eating more than you think. You're gonna run through some of it faster than you think, and you're not getting a lifetime out of it. Maybe the all of the food. You got a cheese section, you got a deli section, you've got a seafood section. Seafood is gonna go pretty quick, but like that again, no expiration, so that doesn't count. I'm gonna say 5 years.
5 years until you die in there, or
no, just until like you gotta run out of food.
Until you're a vegetarian. You'll never run out of food. You'll be fine.
Well, right. Well, I guess.
You'll
because
you'll have to become a vegetarian, but there's plenty of food to survive.
You think forever. You have, let's say, 45 years of food left?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Easy peasy. With no expiration dates? Easy. Now, again, you're not going to enjoy every meal.
I don't.
But it's fucking easy.
45 years.
Dude, a fucking bag of rice runs you a decade.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does, dude. I'm kidding. There's enough rice in there to last you fucking forever. There's enough rice.
I think you'll get a decade out of it.
You get the beans. No, I'm not counting like the 40 year. I'm a full life. I'm fine in the market forever.
All right.
Not fine. I'm not going to be happy about
enjoying it. Yeah.
But it'll like I will not die of starvation.
Sure.
That's for sure.
Next up.
What's up, boys? Jackie, Pavs, can't forget about the girls.
Got him.
So a few weeks ago, I had a dream, a very real dream, that I was listening to the show, and you guys fired Jackie on air. On the episode, you guys released it to everybody, and Jackie just wouldn't stop, like, saying no. She just kept
I can
saying,
see this happening.
I'm not fired. I'm not fired. And you guys were trying to tell her that she was, and she just wouldn't accept it. She wouldn't leave. She was just like, no, I'm not fired. I'm not. Like, she was your boss.
That's the Hank.
Basically. And I had to go check, like, Twitter. I had to listen to the episode just to make sure that wasn't real, like, when I woke up. So, have you guys ever had some sort of dream, like a bizarre dream, that you had to, like, go make sure wasn't a real dream, like a real thing that happened?
When did you get that tattoo?
Yeah, hope you guys even hear this. I got to give a shout out to my own show, Chaotically Intolerant. A few of the boys do it. We're almost a year in, so obviously not as
like 8 months ago.
But, what is that? Hope to hear this on the show soon. So see you guys.
Oh, right, okay. That's not a dream. That is a prediction. That's
premonition.
That's premonition that will occur.
And
I'll tell you straight up, If you do that, you'll win. I'd be like, all right, yes, you're not fired.
Dude,
I'd be like, you're fired. You're fired. If you do that 3 times, I'd be like, okay, she's not fired.
I've done this before where I broke up with someone. We dated for like 5 more years.
Yep. It's the Costanza. Like, turn your key.
Dude.
Turn your key.
We dated forever.
Yep.
No, I'll never fire anybody. That's insane. Because I'll never fire anybody who doesn't want to be fired.
Especially Jack.
Perhaps
if they start crying, like, forget it.
Yeah.
Stop crying and go back to work. Go back to not work. I've never had anything like
no.
I've had things like I've had things where I've woken up and been like, it is Saturday morning, and I was absolutely thought it was the weekend, and it is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Been off completely on shit like that. I've woken up and I've woken up and been like, I went to bed with somebody last night and like they're not here, and it's like no, they weren't here that night. You know what I mean?
Oh, I never done that.
Yeah, like it's strange. Like wait, where is she? She slept over last night. It's like, oh no, she didn't. You know, like weird shit like that. But I've never had a dream where I pretty quickly wake up and you're like, it's a dream.
Yeah, I looked just the other night when I couldn't find my remote control here. By the way, when I went back to my room, it had been cleaned, and they definitely just put a remote there because it's right in front of the TV. No, it wasn't there. Like it's impossible to miss. It's right in front. It was not there. They realized that
they planted it on me.
They realized it wasn't remote.
I was gonna say mine was just right there when I went to.
No, I would have seen that. It's easy to see. But my first night when I didn't have that, I thought I'd found it. I had a true dream that I had found it. And so, but for some reason, I was looking for an Amazon, like a Fire Stick remote. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is weird that this is a Fire Stick TV. It's very strange. But as I was looking around my room, I was like, you know what? I think I never found that thing. I think that might have been a dream. And this hotel without an Amazon Fire Stick doesn't have an Amazon Fire Stick TV.
This Chicago doesn't have internet.
It is wild.
Chicago does not have internet. Am I right? It's crazy.
Like
just nothing
Wi-Fi.
works here.
No service.
The Wi-Fi doesn't work. The service doesn't work. I can't play. Every time I tried to turn on a show on Netflix in the hotel, it gives me the pinwheel. Anytime anybody's tried to show me a video on Instagram, it pinwheels. Yep. Just like you guys don't have internet here. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It
is very. You said it yourself. Like phones do not ring in here. I have to go outside to make phone calls.
Oh yeah, no. I just think that's like all this shit in here is fucking.
But it's particularly bad in this office, but it's everywhere in Chicago.
Everywhere I go.
It's crazy.
That also could just be like.
It's your shitty city, okay? It just doesn't have internet. Stop trying to defend it.
Suck at it. I don't know. Fuck you.
You go to New York, I can go into the fucking subway and I get 5 bars.
Yeah.
What's weird is it does say the bars. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Last one. Is this?
What is up, team? Mike here again from St. Louis. I was listening to the pod today. You guys are talking about Crocs or wanting to collaborate with Crocs, right? Great idea. Wonderful company. Obviously, they've done very well. So I have my own little Crocs story for you. So let's rewind to 2003, Cancun, Mexico. Me and my boys are on spring break. I'm 18 years old. About 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning, we are trying to talk to these girls at the bar as we should, right? As we should. And then this group of older gentlemen, a little bit older, probably, I don't know, younger than me now, so I guess not that fucking old, try to go up and they're talking to the same girls. And the other girls start to show them interest, right? So they're showing these guys interest. Not great for us. Not awesome. I noticed one of these gentlemen is wearing these stupid looking orange shoes with holes in them and a back strap. They look like clogs. They're rubber. I don't know what the hell they are. I've never seen anything like it before. Dumb looking shoes. So my insult is to make fun of his fucking shoes. He says that they're called Crocs. Mind you, this is 2013. Never seen anything like this before. And he is the owner and inventor or something of this company called Crocs. They're going to be the next big thing. So I told him they were the stupidest goddamn things I've ever seen, ever heard of, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I lose the girl I'm trying to talk to this dummy in these orange, stupid shoes that we've all seen.
Yup.
And now he's a fucking billionaire probably, and I'm a fucking welder. So, awesome. So we'll take that as a hard L. So what do you guys died on the cross with, thinking that you were going to win, but didn't
How
really
do you like
win
them
because you never know who you're fucking with.
Crocs rule everything around me, baby. The first time he tried a Crocs out there, though, it must have been a little bit like Are you sure?
Dude,
you better really be sure.
And that's one he's stuck with for a while because they were the laughing stock for. And
but I don't know if they were the laughing stock. I think while everybody, families, dads, whoever was buying them.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, like the hipsters don't like me. Don't fucking care.
Right.
Same thing as New Balance. Same thing as a lot of this shit where it's like, doesn't matter. I'm fucking rich. And now it's gotten to the point where it is having like its moment with like fashion or whatever. By the way, 2003, Cancun. What a time to be alive. That was like right around my spring break years and shit. We actually went to Acapulco. People went to Cancun all the time. Coco Bongo and all the MTV people would be there. I went to a club called El Abrije, which had like stadium seating. It was before DJ AM died. He was DJing. It was like the coolest party I've ever fucking been to. That guy's set was unbelievable. People were getting so fucked up. Senior frogs. Everybody was going there at the age of like 18, 17. What an era. What an era. I almost got arrested and or killed in I think either Mexico or Acapulco. We were at Senior Frogs, and I was with one of my like kind of just like troublemaker friends, and he just picked up a folding chair and threw it off a balcony of Senior Frogs, and it was like into like the jungle almost. It was just like trees and shit, and he just threw it off, and no sound. We're like, where did it go? And I'm all fucked up, and I was like, throwing full heavy folding chairs off of this fucking balcony could be killing people all below for all we know. We probably threw 4 of them off before somebody saw us, and then he was like, yo, that's bad. I was like, we gotta go. And we kind of like rushed out, and the owners of the bar and the bouncers of the bar were like coming after us. We were like getting into a cab while they were like grabbing us, pulling us out, and we just gave them all the money we had in our wallets, which is probably only a couple $100. But like if they called the police or whatever, like we're in a Mexican prison, no doubt for throwing their property, at the very least for just like vandalizing property, probably more so. We went down below and we noticed that you're smashing cars and children's heads.
Yeah.
But man, what a time to be alive. Shout out to anybody who was doing that sort of shit. And shout out to anybody who's ever, I mean, that's a pretty specific situation, but I don't know if you've ever been like, that guy's gonna get the girl, and it turns out to be a fucking mega billion.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously never happened. I've died on it seemed like he was saying.
Oh yeah, the question's more like what's a prediction you were like wrong on?
Yeah, I don't know.
I just told the texting one.
Texting was a good one.
Was bad.
I didn't have a person I was against, but I vividly remember the first Verizon commercials about texting. Like, where there were people at a concert being like, "Where are you?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "This is so dumb. Call this is taking longer. Just call them."
Right.
Which like I'm still
You're
right.
Still back on that.
I still believe.
My grandma was big on the internet's a fad. She said this is gonna pass. The internet is a fad, or computers. I think just computers.
Yeah,
like, that's not gonna last.
She missed that one. I don't know. I'm usually pretty right about stuff.
So how funny was that TikTok that girl made where she was mouthing you?
Oh,
it was like things that you're good at.
Yes,
and all of them were pretty like reasonable. And the last one was, and I think I can see the future.
I did not see that coming.
It
was like I'm pretty good at exercising. I'm pretty good at watching porn.
I can watch porn. I can eat a lot. I think I can see the future.
Yeah,
it's very well done and a very funny rant from you. But yeah, you do end up predicting like a decent amount of things, right? You stick to your guns on a lot of things that end up coming around, and even like you might be wrong for a long time, but then it comes true.
Yeah.
Told you, motherfuckers.
I've obviously definitely been wrong about things that just aren't coming to mind right now.
Sure,
I have selective memory.
Sports ones that you've had, a lot of people like I don't trust that guy or I don't like that person. You've ended up being right on that.
Wrong on them too.
Sure, but we remember the wins. But yeah, I mean I've been wrong. You know what I gotta find like new answers for ATI questions that I used to have. Like we went back and we found the clip where you said, what's a group of people you hate? And you said magicians, and I said gender neutral people.
Oh, what?
Because at the time it was like so new, and it was like I was like, what? I don't even get this. Like she and Jem, and now it's like a totally common thing. I used to also say people who cut the cable cord. It's like, if you don't have cable, like kill yourself. You're a fucking loser. I got to get more evergreen ones. I got to get. So I think
the magician uprising is going to look bad for my past.
Mine's going to be people who exercise in the morning before work. I hate those people. All right, interview time. We've got Sal Vulcano on. We're talking Impractical Jokers. We're talking his stand-up career, his tattoos. I watched the clip afterwards because it's so fucking funny. I don't even want to give it away what his tattoo is. And also, this game, this social experiment game that it sounds like, Netflix is doing the Squid Game, like game show. This sounds like something that they would do. It's this unbelievable social experiment game where people are running around real life Manhattan hunting each other. Very cool. Today's interview is brought to you by SiriusXM. You can listen to the SiriusXM app at home or anywhere you are. No car required. Stream it on your phone, online, or at home. 425 plus channels on the SiriusXM app. You can enjoy ad-free music channels for every genre and artist-dedicated channels. Catch live play-by-play of games of every major sports league and 24/7 sports talk from the biggest names in sports. Stay informed with world-class interviews and news from every angle, and hear the brightest stars in entertainment with original talk and exclusive comedy on the SiriusXM app. I like the 90s on 9 channel for music. There's a great comedy channel. I think it's like Raw or something like that. That has all of the stand-up comedy specials throughout the years that are playing. It's great for when you're on road trips. So subscribe now and get your first 3 months for free on the SiriusXM app when you go to SiriusXM.com/KFC Radio offer to sign up. 3 months for free. Can listen all summer long and not pay a dime. That's SiriusXM.com/KFC Radio offer. Offer details apply. Let's talk to Sal on KFC Radio.
In a certain I've always wanted to be tailed.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be tailed.
I want to try to lose a tail.
Yeah, you
get on the bus and then you switch to the other bus.
I was in a high-speed chase a couple times in my life.
What?
Yeah.
Couple times?
Yeah, a couple times. One was a real one, but then one was like
driving?
No, on the one.
Are you a criminal, Sal?
I was. Yeah, one was like a stupid college thing, but the other one was I used to play this game called Street Wars. Have you heard of it? Guys, it's the craziest thing. Okay, they might still do it. They take it. It's basically, you ever hear of the game like Assassin?
Yes,
because I really didn't. But the point is, if you heard of it, it's this water gun game that takes place over 3 weeks in New York City. It's been going on for like a decade. It got so popular they've taken it to like London and like San Francisco and other cities. And what happens is it's the most brilliant thing you've ever heard. So what happens is you pay like a few bucks and you join that game, right? And so they'll take like 300 people and everyone becomes an agent, and you don't know this, but you get a person that you have to tail, and there's a person tailing you at all times.
Cool.
Over these 3 weeks, and you
24/7?
24/7.
What?
You carry a water gun or any type of water gun you want, anything.
Yeah.
You could have a big one, a small one, this, that, anything, right? And you basically, what happens is you get this one day you get an address to go to out of nowhere after you sign up. You go to this address, and it's like a street corner, and there's someone standing there, and they're like, "Hey, come with me." And they take you, and then they walk you to somebody else. They walk you to somebody else. It's like a movie. And then finally, someone takes you into a building, like an abandoned building, and you go like up steps, and it's completely pitch black, and there's a guy in the shadows, and you walk up to him, and it's like all whiskeys, and he's like, "Have a shot of whiskey," or whatever. So you have a shot, and you sit down, and there's lights on you, so you can't see him, and he's like the mastermind of it all.
You did this?
I did this for years.
What?
Every year, right?
Yeah.
And then he hands me a dossier. And he asked me a couple of questions, and I leave. And they schedule appointments for every player over like the week. And I leave, I open it up, and in it, I have a dossier on a person I've never met that lives within the 5 boroughs that I had to assassinate via water gun in those 3 weeks.
And is there real information, like where they live
It's
and all
where
that
they
shit?
live.
Were you
where
already
they work.
famous during this?
What's that?
Were you already famous?
It was the very, very, very beginning, or right before it, and then maybe I did it a little bit right after it.
Okay.
So I wasn't really too well known.
Yeah.
But it was like, I think it was before it, and then. But anyway, then I have this person. It's where they live, all their stats, where they work, what their routes they take, everything, right?
Yeah.
And their pictures, and so I had to carve out time in my day to tail this person.
Are you still doing your job in your everyday life, or do
Yeah,
people
you
just
go to work.
dedicate
So there's
themselves?
some rules. There's like, it's the square block of the address of your job. The sidewalk is a safety zone. Public transportation, bus stops and subways are a safety zone. And the square block Oh no, not your home, because I got shot right in front of my house.
so like you can still go to work and not get shot because like you're like, I'm not playing the game right now because I gotta go to work.
No,
like,
you could get shot the second you are not on the sidewalk of the address of your job.
Got it. Right.
And they can go to where you hang out, and then they also hold a mixer at a bar in Brooklyn once a week where any agent can go and drink, and you might run into the person you're looking for there, or might not. You might get tailed, you might not. So they stir
like the
up
Continental and John Wick.
tension, right? And so what happens is like you have to figure out how to tail this person, and then you have to hit them with the water gun. And it's it's an honor system, but and then if you do, they're carrying their dossier. They have to give you theirs, and you get your next person to kill.
Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be faster. That's it.